All right, sit down, son. You're old enough now. It's time for me to tell you a tale. A tale that your father has forbidden me to tell you, but I don't believe in keeping secrets. So I need to tell you about where you came from.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that. It did seem a little bit odd. Dad said it had something to do with like a special hug, and then like 9 months later I would...
Yes, I am familiar with that whole tale. Look, I need to show you a super secret video that your father has been hiding, that he created when he made your brother.
I have a brother?
You had a brother. Now, watch.
What are you doing? Shut that off!
What? The kid deserves to know.
You can't be telling him that!
He's old enough now. Why can't he see the truth?
I told you not to say anything!
It's not my fault that you're always doing things that are worthy of being kept secret.
He's not old enough for this yet. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jake. This channel is called Jake of All Trades, and BAND-MAID's dropped a brand new album and dropped a brand new music video for Forbidden Tales along with it. And I don't really have much to say. I've been enjoying the songs that they've had from the album so far, and so I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got with this one. So without any further ado, let's get started. All right, here we go. Forbidden Tale with no S by BAND-MAID. Here we go. It's already starting off really pretty. Ooh. Cool. I like that. Ooh, cool harmony. That took a way different turn than I was expecting. Very bluesy riff. Very different attitude for the second verse. It's an interesting rhythm change up. Man, they really like to twist things, don't they? That's cool. I love Miku's harmony there. Oh, where are we going? Down stage. We have a lot of attitude changes. Just even with the lighting too. doing the lead along with Psyche. You got the solo? Nope. That's a cool image. Of course, they gotta switch it up at the end there. Wow. Okay, I reviewed that song twice after my initial reaction there, so I can try to follow along a little bit more with what the theme was. And I was reading a little bit of one of the first comments that's listed there from Kitsune DAW. I'm probably mispronouncing that and butchering it terribly. But he or she includes the interview about this song, and it really provides some really amazing insights and really sheds some light on some of the aspects of the video. So it sounds like the overall theme kind of is a reflection on life, especially from a perspective of when someone passes on. And there seems to be a theme with that these days, because like I just finished reviewing Lantern Light by Nightwish, and it kind of had like this same sort of theme of reflecting on life after someone passes, that, you know, someone isn't truly gone when they're gone, that the memory of them always remains. And there's a bit of that, actually maybe a lot of that in this song too, but it's expressed very differently, obviously, if you've checked out that song at all. One of the things that Konami says is that she had this riff that was written that was kind of like the through line of the song. And the attitude changes that I was noting throughout the song, from like the very somber, very emotional, very beginning, to the all of a sudden kind of explosion into like a more upbeat riff, and then to like a kind of an explosive chorus, and to like all these different lighting changes, from the monochrome to the super saturated, very bright lights, to the like the red to the blues, like all these different changes throughout the song. The themes from what I was reading here is that Konami is trying to keep this riff as like the through line of the song, and then there's so many ups and downs and changes in life, and she wanted the song to reflect that. And so I thought that was really brilliant, seeing what her thought process was, and then seeing how the song progressed, where you have, you know, the light section, a kind of a heavier section, then like an explosive chorus, and then you got something kind of jazzy, and then you got halftime type, you know, opening up of the song to just all of the passion and emotion that you can inject into it. And it's brilliant writing, and again, with the lighting changes too, seems to reflect all the different colors and aspects of life, from like some of the maybe kind of dark, depressed, to the super lively and exciting, to the, you know, the red kind of reminds me of anger, at least in my culture, maybe in others it's reflective of other things. You know, it could also be a reflection of love, but it kind of seemed a little bit like darker theme in that moment, at least to me anyway. And then it like switches to blue, which seemed a lot more peaceful, and then it saturates again with like the super bright sun with Psyche in the field there. Just really, really, really coherent imagery and music. Some other things I liked about the song too was I noted Miku's harmony, where she's going screaming now. It was harmonized, but it was also like a almost throw your voice into it sort of yell, which I thought it was really mixed well, and it worked really well in that moment. I know it was just a kind of a small moment, but it was like one of those little touches to the song that really stood out to me. And then Misa's bass and Miku's rhythm guitar. Like a lot of the times songs are mixed, like with you got the rhythm guitar and the bass very well blended together. Felt like these were pretty well separated, but they were supportive of each other, where it wasn't like it was one unit, they were distinct. And I think that was a cool creative choice as well. When you're trying to listen for each member in the band, like obviously you've got Psyche's lead vocals, that stands out. You've got the drums, like you can pick that out obviously. But sometimes like the bass and rhythm guitar kind of blend together and you can't really tell where one ends and one begins. But here it was mixed in a way and the tones were different enough that you hear Misa distinctly, you hear Miku distinctly, you hear Konami distinctly. And the separation of that is just like a highlight of every person in that band. Another thing too that I was picking up on, and one of the things that was mentioned in the interview is how Akane was like, I'm not trying to go too crazy with the song. Everything I'm doing is here to support the main melody, which is awesome. So many times in many other songs where she is a highlight of the song. And here she's like, I am restraining a lot of that to emphasize the melody, to emphasize the meaning. And that is a cool role to play. And then Konami, every BAND-MAID song, I expect that there's going to be a lot of twists and turns. They always do things you don't expect. But one thing that seems to be pretty consistent when it comes to BAND-MAID is like in the middle, there's going to be an awesome Konami solo. And she teased you. You hear the lead guitar come in for a second, and then it kind of goes into Psyche singing and the lead guitar from Konami matching Psyche's singing. And it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting this. We didn't get a Konami solo in that one. So again, you should expect the unexpected as BAND-MAID, and I was not expecting to not get a Konami solo in this one. But you know what? That is okay. Like, I guess when it becomes too formulaic, you start to lose a little bit of interest. So it's like, you're teasing me, and you got me there, but that was a good one. So those are the things I was able to pick up on from the song. Oh, one last thing. The imagery I really enjoyed too, and I think really went along with the theme of a loved one or a person being gone, but not really, is that the two hands, but one's a shadow and they're trying to reach out to each other and hold. That was a beautiful image. I love that they incorporated that. Again, the imagery from the lighting to that image to the music, the way it changes up, just super coherent. Even though the sections are very different from each other, it is very well strung together. And I appreciate that. This is a good song. Really enjoyed it. That's all I really have for this. If you got other insights on it, drop it in a comment. If you have any other BAND-MAID songs you want me to check out as well, or any other band you want me to check out, again, drop them in a comment and I will give you a shout out whenever I do those videos. If you feel so obliged, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you'd like, and turn on the notifications so that you don't miss a video when I drop it. And I want to thank Jonas S. for supporting me on Patreon through all this time. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's it for this video. Hold your loved ones close. Have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you. And rock on.